Tonight, as Ukraine's counteroffensive in the east grinds forward, Russia raising the nuclear stakes and moving tactical nuclear warheads to its neighbor and ally, Belarus. That's according to the country's president, Alexander Lukashenko, who says the weapons are 3 times more powerful than the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. No official confirmation from the Kremlin, which previously said the weapons would be moved later this summer, in what would be the first time Russia has deployed nuclear weapons beyond its borders since the collapse of the Soviet Union.
This is yet another example of making irresponsible and provocative choices.
And in Odessa, families jolted from sleep this morning by Russian missile strikes. At least 3 civilians killed, Ukraine says, and 3 more in shelling in the eastern region of Donetsk. Hanging over the counteroffensive, a major question. How effectively is Ukraine using the Western weapons supplied by the U.S. and NATO allies? To get answers, NBC News analyzed video from both the Russian and Ukrainian militaries, showing different angles of a single battle. It's early Thursday, June 8, in the southeastern region of Zaporizhzhia, and a fierce firefight is underway. Analysts say this appears to be the first time Ukraine has deployed American-made Bradley fighting vehicles in combat. This one appears to hit a landmine, damaging the treads and immobilizing the vehicle. But the Bradley's design shields the crew from the worst of the blast. They deploy smoke canisters to hide their movements. And when the smoke is thick enough, they make a break for it. Here's that disabled vehicle in Russian drone footage. We match the layout of these wrecks in both of the videos. The battle ends with several Bradleys lost, along with German-made Leopard tanks. Russian losses, unclear. Retired U.S. Army General Stephen Twitty commanded Bradley units in Iraq and helped us gauge their effectiveness here. What's your assessment of how effectively the Ukrainians are using this equipment?
What I would have preferred to have seen in that picture is a combined arms approach to their maneuver where they had tanks with them, as well as overhead air coverage with them, but they're doing well for what they have right now.
Russian troops later celebrating that disabled Bradley as a trophy of war. But the U.S. this week announcing it's sending 15 new vehicles as part of its latest $300 million aid package, resupplying a critical counteroffensive that's still in early days. And Tom, we spoke to a Ukrainian soldier who was in one of those Bradley fighting vehicles when it was hit. He told us if he had been in one of Ukraine's old Soviet-era infantry fighting vehicles, he and his crew would be dead by now. Tom?
Raf Sanchez for us tonight. Raf, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.